When I first heard about Emily Eakin's debut, The Frenchmen, or My Life in Theory, I was curious about a title that sounded like a play on the history of the French philosophers and the rise of postmodern thought. Clancy Martin, an author who's preparing a book on existentialists, takes us on a tour through Eakin's journey through the late 20th century intellectual battlefield. He begins with a personal story, his own late arrival on the scene of postmodern philosophy at the University of Texas in 1990, a time when everyone was obsessed with Foucault, Derrida, and the likes. Martin admits he was lost, trained by traditional historians who knew little of the Paris crises of May '68, Yale School, deconstruction, or even the concept of la différence. He describes feeling out of place, even deciding to quit the academy and become a jeweler for a few years. But like any intellectual, he couldn't stay away forever. After 7 years, he returned, armed with massive reading lists: Barthes, Derrida, Foucault, Lacan, Butterley, Deleuze, Guattari, Althusser, Levi-Strauss, Paul de Man. Even then, he barely understood the texts, but he went in ready to throw terms like floating signifier, always already into seminar rooms. He eventually discovers that academia has moved on. By the time he's finished reacquainted with the canon, the fashionable topic has shifted there. A friend tells him, "You should have gone to English." That arc on timing and trend is the backbone of Eakin's book. Eakin herself was a traditionalist who arrived at Harvard in the late 1980s, right in the middle of the postmodern warfare. Like Martin, she fell in with a circle of adherents, even though she'd previously attempted to fit in at the fashionable circles in Paris, where she struggled for 3 years to keep up. She returned to France, deepened her studies, and, with that hindsight, authored The Frenchmen, which charts how postmodernist philosophy rose, peaked, and then retreated. Yet, despite its decline, its ideas linger, echoing across contemporary thought. The review is upbeat, frog, and the book is an engaging, well-structured account of a fading cultural movement that still influences how we interpret society and ideas. The narrative provides tangible reference points for anyone reading roughly the rise of postmodern flux and its fading effect on contemporary academia. It also shows that even if you drop in later, there's still a lot to learn, and that it's never too late for a scholarly re-evaluation. That's what Clancy Martin sums it up, a book that digs deep into the entire trajectory, an essential read for anyone who cares about the shape of the ideas that shape the world. In closing, if you're interested in the history of a movement that changed everything, then buckle up, grab a copy of The Frenchmen, and learn how postmodernism came and went, but does not disappear completely. Thanks for listening, and by the way, keep searching for those hidden ideas about life and theory. I hope you enjoyed this unpacked gallery.